Before I even go into this, I want to caution people that parking causes people to be very upset. So we're going to put that trigger warning out there. I do want to say that a lot of people completely throw out their ideology when it comes to parking, because we in America feel entitled to our free parking. But I think me and you both know that there's no such thing as free. Whenever we build something like a parking space, we're really pushing that cost onto other people. So they have found that the average parking space in San Diego for a surface space costs about $30,000. For something in a garage, costs about $90,000.
For one parking space?
For one parking space. We're talking about the land, we're talking about pouring the concrete, we're talking about the permitting process and all the other things that go into a parking space, right? It sounds ridiculous, but that's how much it costs.
That's the reality.
And so when we say free parking, we're really pushing those costs onto the people who built that parking space. So for example, if you have parking minimums for a housing complex, we're really pushing up the prices for a housing unit. When we mandate parking minimums for a business, we're pushing those costs onto
what the business sells.
Right, what the business sells. And so it's important to realize that if we were to actually price parking appropriately, we would find our current model completely out of whack with the market. Like if I wanted to get a piece of land the size of 3 couches in the middle of an expensive urban area and hold that land for an entire hour and pay only $1.50 for it.
Yeah. That's not happening.
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous, right? But that's how we currently price parking.
I see.
And so we really have to implement a lot of reforms to make it actually priced like how the market would actually charge for it.
Of course.
Because right now what we're doing is when we price it so cheaply, we're effectively subsidizing parking, right? We're subsidizing parking and therefore subsidizing the automobile as a form of transport.
Right.
Right? We think that we're making the market choice to drive, but in effect, we've actually provided huge subsidies to the automobile industry to make driving the easiest form of transportation.
Wait, so you're telling me parking shouldn't be free?
Right. See, it sounds very controversial, but we should not be pricing parking as free, because I think that has no reflection of the actual market value of the land and the cost that went into it. So I think if we price it appropriately, we would actually change a lot of behaviors and change the prioritization of driving and actually make people want to take transit more when they have to pay a little bit more for parking.
I see.
Yeah. Hey, if you like what you saw today, visit isaac.vote, where you can read about all 21 of my policies. And I hope you vote Isaac Wang for San Diego City Council, District 5.